Benghazi has fallen. Benghazi has fallen. That is the second largest city in Libya, and it has fallen to the revolution. The American response. Where are we? So why are we hesitating when it's Gaddafi? Of all people, Gaddafi.
Is Barack Obama and the Obama administration, is he a giant pussy in the manner in which he's reacted to it?
Well, he's not reacting. There's no reaction. I mean, that's what's the most troubling thing to me, is that there's no reaction.
How should he react?
Well, I think that he should say that we have to remove this person has to go.
Today, I authorize the Armed Forces of the United States to begin a limited military action in Libya.
On Libya. Hey, Jesus, can you remind me who that was? Let's just take a quick look here.
President Obama is definitely on the right track in Libya. Apparently, some conservatives do not share my beliefs. They are very concerned that Al-Qaeda is going to take over in Libya.
It turns out that we had killed one of the top Al-Qaeda lieutenants in Libya recently.
The U.S. intelligence community has found no organized presence of Al-Qaeda or its allies among the Libyan opposition. None.
They were totally organized, totally armed. They had a plan, and their plan was to kill the people inside that embassy location in Benghazi.
Yesterday, we told you that conservatives are so desperate to demonize President Obama's intervention in Libya that they've latched onto the idea that Libyan rebels are really in cahoots with Al-Qaeda.
Khalifa Haftar, and he is leading a rebellion against, in his words, the Islamists who control the government. The parliament is made up of Islamists and non-Islamists, and the non-Islamists spend a lot of time calling the Islamists terrorists.
Yes.
What is pretty clear is that there are some terrorists
on both sides
in there, no question.
Yeah. Ooh, that's scary.
Libya is an absolute mess. Militia called Ansar al-Sharia. The group is closely aligned with Al-Qaeda-linked rebels in Syria from the 11 stolen commercial jets. Where are those commercial airliners? No one knows. So remember what they used on 9/11?
Oh my God, Al-Qaeda!
Or we're freezing his assets. And with that money, you can't win, right? And so he's going to start running out of money to pay those mercenaries.
During the war, and for years prior to the war, as a matter of fact, Africans were badly stigmatized in Libya. And during the 2011 war, they were demonized in part by the United States government and various Western agencies. Including human rights organizations. They were demonized as mercenaries.
Remember, Gaddafi's army is mainly a mercenary army.
Of course, there was no evidence ever found of any mercenaries from Africa having been in Libya during the war.
And then they're going to shoot every last man and woman with their last bullets.
Yeah. It may just be the approach to humanitarian intervention that we've been trying to get right for years. Isn't this what we've been waiting for decades? Global action taking to head off massacres by dictators?
Yeah, it absolutely is. If we had not intervened, Benghazi streets would be drenched with blood right now. And these kind of massive massacres that would have happened otherwise just are not happening. And it's hard to get attention to a massacre that doesn't happen. You can't cover a massacre that doesn't happen.
Yet the only massacre to have occurred anywhere near Benghazi was the massacre of innocent black African migrant workers and black Libyans falsely accused of being mercenaries. Slouching towards Cert, Maximilian Forte, 2012, Baraka Books.
The Air Force of Libya has opened fire from the jets onto the protesters.
The media have produced a stream of stories claiming the Gaddafi regime has ordered mass rapes, used foreign mercenaries, and employed helicopters against civilian protesters. An investigation by Amnesty International has failed to find evidence for these human rights violations, and in many cases has discredited or cast doubt on them. The Independent, Patrick Coburn, 24 June 2011.
And according to Russia's military, they have not registered any of those airstrikes. According to them, the pictures show that nothing of that sort has been going on.
Military jets and helicopter gunships were unleashed upon people who had no means to defend themselves.
But as of early March 2011, NATO members no longer asserted that Libya was using jet fighters against unarmed protesters.
Yeah, and I actually supported the Libya policy, and I think that it was fairly sensible.
In March 2011, the United Kingdom and France, with the support of the United States, led the international community to support an intervention in Libya to protect civilians from attacks by forces loyal to Muammar Gaddafi. This policy was not informed by accurate intelligence. In particular, the government failed to identify that the threat to civilians was overstated, and that the rebels included a significant Islamist element. House of Commons Foreign Affairs Committee, Libya, Examination of Intervention and Collapse and the UK's Future Policy Positions, 2016 to 2017.